Good morning, everyone. Well, good evening, afternoon, depends on what time you're watching this video. So, what I wanted to do is talk to you today about Excel Chapter 2. I'm not going to go over every single feature with Excel Chapter 2, but I will touch the important parts for you. So, let's take a look. So, first of all, I'm going to go into the course. It doesn't matter which course you're in. I'm showing this one for the summer 2022. But the concept remains the same. Doesn't matter what course you're in. If you're in CIS 110, this applies to you. So it's we're going to go to coursework, and then we're going to scroll down into all assignments, and then we'll scroll down. It depends on what section you're taking. Depends on what number of the assignment. But just let's say we all are in the same section. Let's just find the one that's labeled Microsoft Excel. Don't matter assignment number. Don't say, Miss Spencer, I don't see assignment 7. Let's just take for granted we're just looking at Microsoft Excel. That's all we're looking at. So if it says assignment 10A, 7A, that's always the first one. That's always the first project. So if it says B, we're into the second project. Like I said, don't worry about the numbers. This is just for training purposes. So this is based on training for Excel Project 2, Chapter 2. Okay? So Excel Chapter 2 project. And remember, you guys, always take advantage of the training. Always. This is optional. It's not required. But after you read the chapter or after you read the module, then you come to training. Training gives you a better sense of what's going on in that chapter. And then it prepares you for the project. But I'm going to show you some features of the project so to help you along the way. As the project continues to load in Cengage, what we normally call SAM, remember Cengage is the name of the vendor, SAM is the name of the product. So I'm going to get the instructions and download those. Next thing you know, I need the file with my name on it. So I need an Excel file and I need the Word instruction file. So my Word instruction files come up. I enable the editing. I'm just going to toggle back and forth. I'm not going to split my screen for the sake of the recording. And then I know that I'm going to get started by renaming my file and putting a 2 behind it. And then I'm going to just follow these steps, okay? So I'm not going to walk you through every step because there are, how many steps? 21. You do have a screenshot at the end of each project showing you what you should see. Showing you what you should see, okay? So remember on this project, you have different sheets at the bottom. So when you're looking at the inventory list, the bin list, click on the bin list. If you're looking for the inventory list, click on the inventory list. So it depends on where you are in the actual Excel workbook. Just make sure you're clicking on the right sheets according to the instructions. So let me go ahead and bring up the document, and here it is. So remember always, that's for my Excel other class. Let me close that, don't save. Let me go to downloads because I think it's there. It's the one that's SCEX 19. That one. Okay, so now we see the bin and the inventory as I was talking about. This is just documentation with your name so Sam can read back the information. So you don't do anything to this sheet here. It's called documentation. Sam just need that to process your spreadsheet for a grade. Okay, we're going to enable the editing, and we're going to start on the bin tab. We're going to start on the bin tab. Okay. So let's bring up the instructions. Let me close out some of these windows so I won't get confused. Okay, let me close out some of these windows in Word. I'm just closing out the windows in Word right now, you guys. I'm almost there. Okay. So let's start from the top. Okay, these are old set instructions. Sorry. Bear with me. Let me get the new instructions. I think we're ready to go now. Yes, we're ready to go. Okay, so right here it says Shanice, I guess that's trainer is the warehouse manager for Roadrunner online warehouse in Detroit, Michigan. The warehouse specializes in automobile parts, which consumers buy from Roadrunner online. Shanice has started to create an Excel workbook to track items in the warehouse inventory. She asks you to format the workbook to make the information clearer and easier to understand before she finishes entering the data. Go to the bin worksheet. Change the name of this worksheet to bin list and use a more descriptive name. So the first thing we're going to do is click on Excel. Right here where it says bin, we're going to right click and we're going to rename that worksheet. I'm going to type in bin list. Once you type that in, just click anywhere to get out of it. Next set of instructions, bottom align the contents of range C3 through C13 to match the alignment of the other cells. So let's find C3 and C13. We're going to bottom align it. So C3 through C13 is this whole entire row. And we want to bottom align it. Okay, so this is our alignment section. This is top align. This is middle align. And this is bottom align. So let's click on bottom align. Let me strike through all of this. We already done. Format the list of the bins to emphasize that the information belongs together as follows. Apply an outside border to the range A1 through C13. A1 through C13. So from A1 to C13, I'm going to do an outside border right here, right beside the paint bucket. There's a bottom border, no border. I want an outside border. Okay. The next step, change the border color to blue-gray accent 3. It's telling me what column and row it's on. So change the border color to blue-gray accent 3. Blue-gray accent 3. So once I have outlined it, I'm going to click here and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. And I'm going to put line colors and blue-gray. It says 7th over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hover over it, blue-gray accent 3. Click on it. Now, hold on, you guys. I don't know what gave me that pencil. Let me undo. Oh, draw the borders. That's why. I hit draw borders. So let me take that off. Undo that. And the way you stop it is go ahead and click on it again to stop that process, okay? So let's get rid of that draw, be undo. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let me go back. I still want to draw. Okay, we're out of it. Okay, so let's start over. So did we do the outline? Yeah, I don't see the border. So we want outside border. Yeah, there it is. You can see it's a little heavier border than the rest of the lines. Okay, so now let's go back. Not draw. Let's not pick that one again. Okay, so let's go to where it says draw borders. Let's go to more borders. More borders. And once we click on more borders, then you will see where it says border. And then where you see color, you can change that color and click on the color and then hit OK. Okay. You can't hardly see it, but it's blue-gray. Okay. Sorry about that. That was draw. That's why we have the little pencil. Do not use the draw. Strike that out. Next set of instructions. We did that. Let's strike through that one. And I'm just going to take you to 4 and 5. And then you get the rest of it by looking at the training. Apply the short date number format and the number format drop down menu to cell B15 to use a more common date format. So let's find cell B15. So B15 is here. And then where it says date up here, let's hit that drop down and let's find short date. Short date. Okay. That could take care of that. Now, next up, in the page layout view, enter warehouse bins in the center section of the header to provide a meaningful header when Shanice prints the worksheet. You're not going to see it until it's printed, but as long as you know you typed it, it should be there. So we're going to type in warehouse bin in the header. Okay. So we're going to go to page layout. And then in the header section, we want to, and you can do the header two ways. I normally go down here to the bottom where page layout view. And then it gives me this box here. So I'll click down here, page layout view. Okay. And I go up here in the header and it says warehouse bin. Once I close out that page layout, once I click out, I won't be able to see it because it's the header, right? So I'm going back to normal view and I'm going to click on normal view and it takes me back out. This concludes the training of steps 1.